welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. It's episode 80, so I was really hoping to have everything up and built by now, but it's not going to happen. We're aiming for episode 90 now, but we'll see. Everything's always up for negotiation, I'll put it that way. But it's episode 80, so I decided let's do something special. We've hit 100 subs. You know, it's been what, 4 months? 4 months, I think, since I started doing this YouTube thing. And yeah, 100 subs. So got that going for us as well. So thank you guys. That's the first thing I really got to get off my chest. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you guys for hitting the likes, the comments, everything. It really, really makes this whole thing worthwhile, I guess. Right? It's definitely been a learning curve, relearning video editing, along with, well, just the sheer time it takes to upload a 20-minute video. I didn't realise that when I first started, a 20-minute video was going to take 2 hours, all up, between starting and actually having it on YouTube ready to go. That's, of course, if it requires no editing. If I need to edit it, yeah, we turn 2 hours into about 8. So yeah, you know, it's a bit of a learning curve. But I am improving things step by step and cutting down the time it takes. So I'm hoping to get from a video a day to a video Factorio, a video of this, a video of that. That's where I'd like to be. But anyway, that's all besides the point. For right now, this episode, we're doing a base tour. So we're starting out at the far east end of our train track, near our 130 million iron that I want to tap. Which actually leads me to a question for you guys. Do you guys want to see more montages of me killing biters, or just do that off camera? It's up to you guys. I'm happy to do them if you want to watch them. But yeah, we need to tap some more iron. A lot more iron. About 10 more trains worth of iron. But yeah, I thought I'd start out here because this is miles. Hang on. Yep, now we can see all the train track. This is miles from where we started. That's why the ore deposits have actually got to the, you know, 20 million. We've still got some little shit ones in here. 17 million, 10 million, 42, you know, 20 and above are the really nice ones. You know, what's this? Uranium ore, 400k. Yeah, all the way out here, 5.4 million. The uranium sucks. Thankfully, after you got the Kavorex process, you basically don't need uranium anymore. So that's sort of nice. Do I have a miner on me by any chance? Where's miners? No, lost it. Where the hell are miners? There they are. Can he craft this fast enough? Oh, 600k per miner? That's not bad. What about a big one? Oh, here's another one. 900k. Our big one. No. Where's the big one? 130 million. 2 million per miner. That's a really, really rich one. I like that. Anyway, so like I said, we're miles and miles and miles away from our start. So I thought we would do a bit of a base tour after I fix up the rail line, because I forgot to do that. There we go. So we've got our last massive dump of our radar system out here, which of course explored as much as possible. And whilst I'm here, I actually should go over some of the mods we're using. So we have SatelliteRadar, which basically, the more satellites you launch into space, the better your radars become. They don't use any more energy, they just scan further and faster. Level 17 is the max you get, but requires about 1,700 satellites to be launched. So it's quite expensive, but that's why I like it. We're using nuclear fusion armor, which is basically a bigger and better, more expensive armor that gives us one extra slot. Well, takes the grid size from 11x11 to 12x12. We're also using Exoskeleton Mark II, which gives us more inventory, along with an extra tool belt bar, and of course faster run speed. Next mod, we've got Infinite Technology Expanded, which lets you do, where are we? Cannon shooting speed, bullet shooting speed, laser shooting speed, gun turret. I thought there was a gun turret speed. Guess there isn't. Braking force. More logistic slots, more trash slots. Robots carry more crap. Lab research speed, and stack inserter pickup bonus. We should really watch our train as we go. What's another mod we're using? I'm using AutoDeconstruct. So basically, only works for bot mining. But as soon as a miner has finished mining everything underneath it, it will automatically be set to be deconstructed, along with the passive provider box it's attached to. Go train, go! What else? I've got a light mod installed, which is now turned off, now that we've got power armor and night vision. I also have a second mod, which is my bastardized creation, I'll put it that way. Now I've got to think what it's called. Enhanced Light Plus, I think. Which basically means every power pole has like its own little street lamp on it. Which is, you know, it's nice and it's great for YouTube, and it means I don't have to worry about putting down lamps every bloody where. We're at the oil base. So, the oil base monstrosity is, come on, I love pipes, is all of this, which we're now finally actually bleeding through fast enough. So we've got all the oil outposts come in, and we've got a stacker for what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 trains, plus 1 in here. So 10 outposts total is the max we can support without a traffic jam. I'll say without a traffic jam. Oil in, on a tanker wagon, it'll automatically get dumped into these tanks, which then move it over to being bot-based. Bot-based is just, it's easier to get all the plumbing done. There's arguments whether it's more or less UPS efficient. For the moment, it's easier. It's easier. We may have to redo this because we're losing a lot of UPS in the oil build. But that's a problem for later, not for now. So, oil in. I'm going to go to map view so I don't have to run for this part. Oil gets moved across, oil gets processed. Petroleum gets dragged off into these requester chests. That'll make a loop. Okay. Gets put over into this network. So if you look at the logistics spots, this has got 1,000. This has got 1,750. Because it needed that much to get it up and running. I do need to take bots out of it now, but I haven't got that far. Which is our plastic build, which needs petroleum in, of course, and coal in. So it brings petroleum in. We crank out a whole lot of plastic via coal, which, as you can see, is on a separate logistic network. So coal comes in here, it goes into the coal bunker, which is exactly as it sounds. Right? We're using active provider chests to dump the coal off the train as fast as possible, straight to storage, and then it goes in a requester chest and gets moved back into the plastic network. Technically, these could have existed in the same network, but I chose to do a different one mainly because it helps with trash, because we've also got an automated trash system. So it means any junk that I dump into these networks accidentally will always end up back at the main base. So using combinator goodness, we've said we want coal and rocket fuel, because we're using rocket fuel for every train. In this network, if it's not those, it goes into the requester, into the active provider goes to storage, which then goes into an active provider back to the oil network, and all the way across here into up to here. Well, into storage, and then the storage will again, anything we've told we don't want to keep, goes into this requester, into that active provider, and onto our trash train, which is here, which will get rid of all the crap we don't want. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, we got oil. We have lube being generated. This is set up for either a pump or barrels. Where is the train station? So, it's a 121 train. Yeah. And it will either use barrels or tankers. It's set up for both, so we can swap and change. Because some things are still set up as tanks, some things are still set up as barrels. It's easy to have one station that does both. At the same time, all our cracking is here. So we have, that's our petroleum. We have heavy oil cracking is right here. This is all light petroleum cracking, along with solid fuel generation, rocket fuel generation, more solid fuel to rocket fuel generation. We're finally getting enough solid fuel and rocket fuel, finally, which probably means something else is broken. We've got, again, so you can see, where are we? So we're at 1000 bots, and this one's got 446 because we're in another network. This is our acid network, so this does our uranium processing, mainly because when we dump off the ore we need to pick up acid to go do mining, so I figured why not stick the two together. It also does our batteries. Basically everything acid related is in this network. And nuclear is up here, which is a bit sketchy. This is a build I borrowed from... Oh, it starts with V. Did you put your name on your blueprints? Nah. Nah, I can't remember. Exterminator did a video on different nuclear builds, and this is the one I saw that I liked, so I stole it, basically. But at the moment, all the nuclear is turned off and disabled. Because we're running on pure solar power at this stage. But we'll get to that. So that's our nuclear build, or our oil build. We have a rocket train that comes in here that gets rocket fuel for actually launching rockets. And we have this one, which is our fuel train, which picks up fuel for every other train station. Let's go on to the next train station. So, off to the home base next. Which is good, because we're blocking up the main line, it looks like. Yep. That's alright. Crap, we're blocking up the main line. Oh, don't tell me we made a traffic jam. No, we haven't. Signals are working perfectly. We're just... Yeah. Too many trains. Too many trains, and my signal is pretty shit, actually. So, we're going to run for a bit. And I have several power armors. This one's the running armor. And you can see we instantly take off. The catch is, navigating with that's a little bit difficult. So, this is our main base, or be more exact, what's left of it. Everything's been beaconed, everything's been moduled, and a lot of it's been scrapped, I'll be honest. You know, we're not producing belts anymore because everything's gone bot-based. Yeah, lots of things are being scrapped as we go. I'll put it that way. Like there's no smelting here anymore. It's all brought in by trains. Again, something I'll get to as the base tour continues. We've got 2 rockets, and we're pretty much doing a rocket per minute. It's not perfect. Far from it, in fact. It looks like we're now short on... Yep, we are. We're short on speed 1s. So my solution to that is just add more, like that. Quick and done. And the bots will come auto-place that. Oh, a beacon there, a beacon there, and a beacon there. Done. So yeah, this home base, we're producing red science, green science. We are buffering it. I'll be back. I'll admit it. I'm being bad. I'm buffering shit. Get over it. Normally, you want to buffer. You only want to buffer stuff if you're going to use it. And it's science packs. Of course we're going to use it. Don't know when, eventually, but we will use them. So we've got red and green being produced. We've got blue being produced. Again, it's being buffered. Yes, it's a big buffer, but that's fine. We got purple being produced. Again, it's buffered. Who cares? We've got yellow being produced. And there's a crap ton of high text being done. We're buffering our space science. It should be called rocket science, but yeah, we're buffering our space science, and we've got a pretty little LED display that tells us how many in 10,000s of each type we have. So 114 red, 102 green, 119 blue, only 22 military, because we've used a console command to kill off basically all the biters. They were pushed back to the edge of the explored area, and since then, yeah, we really haven't done anything. We've just been exploring via the radar as it gets upgraded. Purple science 105, high tech 212, and space science 190k. So yeah, we're buffering it because research is getting, that's one of the cheaper ones. Worker robot speeds up to 500,000, and we're aiming for worker robot speed 20, because it's like 5 million, 20 million. It's really expensive. But yeah, the project of the base is to get to 5,000 science packs per minute stable. Alright, back on our train, off to our next stop, which is actually, it should be solar. Where's solar? Solar field. Delete that. Let's go back to a circuit condition. So yes, we were keeping. Oh, actually, now you can see. You see, each power pole has its own little light in it. It's very pretty. But it basically helps you guys see what's happening. Thanks, autosave. What else? I think that's really it for mods. I'd have to look it up. But yes, this is our solar. As you can see, it's not quite the normal colour. I saw some old-fashioned ones. They be gone. Just fixing stuff as I go. Yep. This is our solar field. And as I said, we were trying to keep things vanilla, but it just didn't work. That's the long and the short of it. We were losing too much performance with, and our solar field was massive. Our solar field was, it started here, and it ended here where the lake is straightened out, with only a cutout for the main base, so we could maintain 2 different robot networks. It was massive, and it still didn't produce enough power. So we've gone bigger. and we produce more power, and it's doing better slowly. The solar panels are 125 times as effective and about 140 times as expensive. Same with the accumulators, 125 times as effective, or as one of these is worth 125 of the original ones, but they're about 140, 150 times as expensive. So, yeah. Next off to the brick foundry, because of course you need brick for purple. Hey, I got it right the first time. So you now need to convert your stone into brick to make electric furnaces for production science, which means you need to smelt a shit ton of stone, and I never remember the correct one. It's 2 stone, 3.5 seconds. So we built a smelter array. This is it here. It currently has 900,000 brick in it, with 108,000 stone ready to go. These are a smart system. So we have smart fuel. So if this requester box gets under 400, under 100 fuel, it'll call the fuel train across. If this, being the trash train, ends up with anything in the trash, so that for argument's sake, it'll go down to storage, and it will turn on the trash train, which now has the option of going to stone trash eventually. It's got to finish its loop, and then we'll come pick up these and take them back to the main base. Power is set up to at 900k, which is about all this will do with every single chest. Where are we? See, every single chest has got just about 4.8k in it. Yeah, it will actually turn off power. So we don't have to spend power running 7.4 thousand beacons, or 2.2 thousand furnaces with productivity modules in it. You know, what's that? What's it say? Electricity consumption 467 watts multiplied by 2,200, and I have fat fingers. 2,200 is 1 gigawatt worth of power in just the electric furnaces, because I'm telling you, every single one of them has 2 productivity modules in it. Every single one of them will use 467 watts if they're running, and we're using 370 or 387 because they're all turned off. You can see power goes up and down as different furnaces turn on and off. So next is train station number 9, which is actually part of the iron smelter. We're going to do things a little bit out of order, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer episode just because it takes so long to get everywhere, because this was down here, you know, oil, main base, solar, bricks, stop for traffic. Why are we stopped here for traffic? Oh, because I still haven't improved the entries and exits. Yeah, it's on the list of things to do. And number 9 is this one from memory. So yeah, back past the solar fields. Mods. I'm sure there's another mod installed. Nope. No. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Oh, actually, as we fly past, yeah, as I mentioned you with the uranium, you just don't need to bother because we got the Kavorax process running ages ago, and we set up this lovely smart system, which a lot of these blueprints are actually going to be in the description. So, guys, this time it's really worth actually reading the description, because we hit 100 subs. I said to you guys I'd release some blueprints. So my train tracks are going out, my Kavorex process is going out. I will put out one of the smelters, probably the stone one, just because it's the... Actually, no, probably an iron one. I don't know. A smelter, just so you guys can see how it works in your own game. All my oil builds in their original build, because they've been updated since, so you might not get the updated ones, but you'll get the original ones. There haven't been that many tweaks to them, to be honest. What else? I don't know what else is coming out. So, yeah, over to iron. Same story. 921k. These turn off at 900. So obviously this ran for a little bit longer than it should have. And yeah, we've got 2 ore trains in, which have only 2k worth of ore in them. So we could probably send them back out, and they can go bugger off and go get more ore, and bring it back. So, yeah. But this is iron. From here to here. And, oh look, new ore train. Yay! Each one of these smelting stamps does 55,000 iron per minute. So, 1 minute mark, iron, 21,000. We don't even have half a smelter running. Because we're just not using it fast enough at the moment. You know, base was aimed to go to 5,000 packets, being 5 rockets per minute. We've got enough iron, just. Copper's a little bit short. Steel's a little bit short, which is probably our next stop. Well, it is our next stop. Our next stop is copper, actually. Oh, get back here, train! Did I get off it? Or am I looking at map view? I'm looking at map view. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. We have our wonderfully complicated, convoluted stacker to get iron ore in. And the reason it's done this way is it's not a case of every train track is the same length. It's the case of from the end of the stacker, this point here, it can choose any station. And from the choice point here, they all have an equal chance. It always goes for the shortest ones first, so it goes with these 2, then these 2, then these 2, then these 2. And to fix that, basically we've got to have 28 ore trains running at all times. The system has 2 modes. It has full speed and off. There is no halfway point. But as you can see by the number of red, green and blue lights, it's pretty much chockers. We have all trains sitting here waiting to go. Accumulators are running again. Can I bring up power real quick? I can. Yeah, we're at like 5.3 gigawatts at idle. We use a bit of power constantly. Fair bit of power, actually. Really? Really? There's nowhere for us to park. Leave, please, train. What? Oh, I fucked that up. Go. What? Why do these trains still have old-fashioned fuel in them? I got rid of all that crap. No, you still got a box in you. Alright, whatever. Get out of my way. I'm serious. Out of my way. I want to move. How many trains have we got in here? 3. Go away. Oh, go away. That should be enough. Hey, it's us moving. Yeah, this has got the same stacker design as iron ore. As soon as one of these other trains gets out of the way, that signal go blue. I hope. Yellow. yellow works. So that means that train will pop in, then this train will bugger off. Yeah, we haven't quite got the whole crossing train tracks, trains getting in and out fast enough worked out 100%. But if you saw that really quickly, it just changed from the top station to this one on the far bottom left. Oh, it changed again. Because that's got a red signal because this train's blocking it. And can I get to the right zoom level? And you'll see it's going into the bottom left. So yeah, this stacker works. That's the bottom line. Same story with the coal, with the copper. 921k because these two smart thingamajiggy-bob smart switches turn it off when it gets to 900k. It's got a trash system, so we'll take the junk out, which is always important. Same with the fuel. So the fuel comes in here, fills up this chest. It's requested to here, fed onto a belt, up to the very next station, put in a passive provider, so on and so forth, all the way up the chain, to keep all our trains nice and full of rocket fuel. Green ship station next, which again is a loop around the whole base. Yeah. Train tracks still need some tweaking. Definitely need some tweaking. Same with old train tracks like this need to be ripped up. And all patches that have been around forever need to die off. Like this one did. Good train. Now, as I said, there's a handful of construction bots in each outpost network. And as said, with the AutoDeconstruct of miners mod, all the miners get automatically cleaned up for me. And then all I need to do is I need to come along and deconstruct all the other crap that's left behind, like power poles and roboports. And then I can actually deconstruct the whole train station down to this storage chest. I need to keep one roboport, power, and this storage chest. Everything will fit in a storage chest, and then at a later stage I just come on with a manual train, park right here, empty everything out of storage, and then piss off. Delete that, and delete that. So we need that iron train to go empty, and then come back, we empty whatever's left in the chest, which is normally only 1 or 2 trips, and then we can deconstruct the whole station. Green chips, that's where we are. So again, I'm going to do this from map view. So we've got 1 million green chips in here. We're bringing the iron in, we're bringing the copper in, and then we're processing it into green chips on site. This is what you'd call a distributed base setup. We make sure the roboports stay powered, we make sure all the inserters stay powered, so that the whole system works, except for the assemblers, except for the beacons. This saves us, we were at like 7 gigawatts worth of power for just beacons alone. Same with the inserters, you know, we're at 800 megawatts. Every inserter has 4 productivity modules in it, at least. So 881 multiplied by, what do we say? 2,000. 1.76 gigawatts. We're using a bit over half that, because half of them are off. Red chips. Please tell me I can get straight to this station. That would be no. Okay, let's drive the train. Let's try red chips, green chips. No, no path. Alright, hang on, let's go back in here. And there we go, I was on the wrong train track. So we got 1 green chip station, 2 green chip station, 3 green chip stations. This one's actually on because we're not at 1 million chips. these little power switches turn off when the network hits 1,000,000 chips. We made it apart from this shit in our way, being a train. Alright, let's go forward, so we're maybe not blocking the line quite so much. Red circuit station, we're at 400, well, same story. We bring in the green chips, we bring in the plastic, from the plastic station up near the oil, and we bring in copper, green chips and plastic. It's also all processed on site, which... why are you not working? You should be working. Which may only be working at half speed, because I might have messed up a assembler and then blueprinted it repeatedly. Oh, I did. Well, there you go. Yep, I messed up an inserter repeatedly. Okay. Now, using the click and drag method to paste the commands, that should hopefully fix it. What you learn when you actually do a base tour. How about this row? This row looks just as fucked up. Well, on the bright side, we might get to go look at see what our 1 minute production mark is, because I forgot to save a Y condition. Yes. What else? I do not support buffering as stated earlier in the video, unless you're going to use it. Is basically what it falls down to. As you can see, these have, like, you know, 500,000, 1,000,000 chips, blah 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 blah, massive amounts, which is essentially buffering. But the thing is, we're going to use it all. You know, don't buffer blue belt because you won't use it all. Don't buffer your light oil and your heavy oil. Just crack it or use it. But yeah, green circuits, red circuits, that sort of stuff, we will use. It does mean trying to make a ratioed system is a little bit more difficult when you have a massive buffer to start with. You have to watch all your buffers and watch them slowly deplete, and then decide whether you have enough or not for everything. As I said, you know, before we left the home base, we went and duplicated speed module once because I had a buffer and it all seemed to be going fine, and then the next thing I know, its production's ground to halt because the buffer of speed module 1s had been used. So yeah, red chips, 10 minutes. See, that's an improvement. So we're doing about 20k now compared to 5k earlier. Yeah, I might have fucked up. Anyway, on with the base tour. On to blue chips. You cannot get there. Really? Can you get to green chips? Okay, can you get to blue chips? Nope. You know what? I'm just going to rip the whole train up and start again. Change train lines. Can't reverse that train. I really hope there's only 2 stations left, because if not, I just lost all my stations. Blue chips, acid, alkalies, go. with fuel. And then stop after that is the south and the west wall, which isn't a wall, it's just the end of the train tracks. So yeah, as I said, plans for this map was 5,000 of each type of science pot every single minute. And we've got the production to do it, probably. We'll have to do that one via map view. No, actually, I might be able to run across. As you can see, we've got a tiny train network. You know, especially when it takes like a minute to get from one end to the other. Maybe a bit longer. At 300 k's an hour. 298.1 kilometers an hour. Yeah, we're going full speed. The game's actually having problems loading the next set of chunks. That's why you see that half a split second pause every now and then. I'm pretty sure that's the game attempting to catch up. Where were those? Deconstruct. Right, I'm gonna have to take the train back past that spot to pick them up. Oh yeah, blue chips. Blue chips. No, that was Smelter. Blue chips is pretty much the same production methodology as the green chips and the red chips, with the only addition of we've got to bring in acid. No, get back on the train. Let's do this via map view. So we're bringing in green, we're bringing in red, bringing in green, and we're producing blue on site. These should turn off at, it must be 1.3 million, because yes, we can see some are running ever so slowly. But yeah, bring the acid in. It's got one tank for each row, which is like, I did the maths, and it's like 20-25 minutes, 30 minutes worth of runtime before all the barrels will be emptied. It really is a massive amount. We'll never run short on acid because blue chips just don't use that much. But yeah, full productivity module, full speed beacon, as fast as possible blue chips. Which is a little bit sad because crafting. It's used in my tech science. That's pretty much it. Oh, and yeah, the rocket control unit. After you make your modules, you don't really use blue circuits all that much. So yeah, it's only going to go to 2 destinations, which makes life easy. This is the southern end of the rail network. It's not big. We didn't come that far south. We sort of got to here and I decided to go really far east instead, hoping for better and better resources. And when you find a patch with 130 million, which I didn't even realise because the radars found it, yeah, you can't complain much, I guess. Come on, autosave. And I know somebody's going to ask me, and I'll attempt to look it up after we get this train going again. Manual mode. Forward. And off to the west wall. Go. How is there no path? Did you not go far enough forward? There we go. Factorio saves. The last autosave done is technically smaller than the one prior to that by 4 kilobytes, but it's 180 megabyte saves. Yeah. Oh, and that was the things that we're meant to pick up. Alright, it's fine. Pick them up the next trip through. But yeah, so far we got smelting, we got red, green, red, blue science, green, red, blue chips. That's it. All the science is still being made at home. Oh, and that's parking that we just trained past. Yeah, that's where we park trains that are turn station names back on. Yeah, that's where we park trains that currently have nothing to do or are ready for a new job, like going to an outpost. This is Iron 9. Iron 9 got finished off and the train got sent to parking to be dealt with later. We're getting there. There we are. So that is our far western wall. And watch the bots busily go off and put down more train track, because I built the train track right the way out to about here-ish. But that is our quick base to it. Now, we do have... that's red science and green science. Yep, green. But it's not hooked up to anything. We do have... you must be blue science, I guess. I'm guessing that's blue underneath the flashy. We've got a blue science. Same story, it's just not hooked up. We have... you got electric engines, so you must be... yeah, purple science. Same story with a purple science, which is even more complicated with more train stations. Not hooked up. That has to be high tech, I gather. Yep, copper wire and a science bot. So that's our high tech. Same story, not hooked up. We have up here even further is a couple of episodes ago we made the low density structures. So that is our build for low density structures. We still need to finalize a build for rocket control units. And then we need to actually stamp all these down and hook up the train tracks. So within the next 10 episodes, that's what I'd like to do. I would like to get the main line hooked up, hook up each of these, get them running, and just leave them to buffer for a little bit, because I don't really want to bring all the science packs back to the 4 science, which I didn't show. Our science mega... I don't know what the hell you call this. Mega processing thingamajiggy bob. With like 900, I think it was. 1,000 labs. Don't forget, all research now takes 60 seconds. But they are at 1,500 times normal speed from all the beacons and from the lab research speed upgrade thingamajiggy bobs. So yeah, I don't even think 5,000 packs per minute. You need 1,000 labs to chew through it. I think I need somewhere more like 300. But we'll see. We'll have to burn through our stockpile first, which we'll actually do right now. And hopefully you can see, oh, the blue light just went off. Green light will go off. Yep. Yeah, you can see it's burning through. Red light? No. Red light will go off eventually. But yeah, my plan is within 10 episodes, have everything hooked up. Maybe not 100% turned on, but hooked up. That's the plan. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really hope you're enjoying the series. As always, as I said, check the comment section. I'm definitely going to put up my little lights, and you've shown how easy it is to change them. You know, mine are set to 10K. Set yours to 100, and that'll show you 1.5K in storage, which is like a box or half a box full. A third of a box full, actually. Yeah, gonna put these in here. Gonna put the train tracks in there. Going to put in our module build, a destroyer cat build, go away, our chest build for what it matters. I will put in, where's the oil book? The oil book in its entirety. These are smaller builds than what we're using currently, but they're very, very easy to expand. It's not hard, and I've shown you through what improvements I've done during episodes, so you can always go back and double check and see what improvements I've done. I'm not going to put these in just yet because they haven't been tested. When the series is done, definitely I'm going to end up releasing, I'll probably end up releasing the whole save file along with blueprints for each of these stations. The nuclear builds, yes, I'm going to put the Kvorax in there. I'm going to put in the uranium processing. I will not put in the nuclear power plants because they don't work anymore. That's V's nuclear setup. What else? That's probably it. Unless there's anything else you guys would like to see. The solar build. I'm going to bastardize it. I know it. Mathicite. Matthiacus. Let's just go with Matthiacus. Forget it. He even pronounced it for me. I bastardized everybody's name. His solar build, which is that one. Because it's great. It's, as I said, he gave it to me. Me and him both optimized it very, very quickly within like half hour. We were chatting live. So, yeah, within half an hour we'd improved it slightly. It's slightly too many accumulators, but that's always better than not enough accumulators. Yeah. So, yeah, his build. What else do I have? I'm probably going to release my train station blueprint, as is. It's far from perfect. I only realised that these electric poles should be on the inside only, like, last night. Because I just slapped it together really quickly, removed the belt and put in request the box instead. Really, these poles should be in the middle so I could stamp them close to one another, but you know. Yes, oil. Yes, the bot station. Yes, maybe the basic station. Yes, the belt station. Yeah, I'm going to release that. You guys could deal with it. Yes to the coal station, and yes to the uranium station, which is still belt-based. But that's okay. Yeah, so, like I said, check the comments, guys. I will put in probably, or be paste bin link, and it will probably be 2 or 3, 4 or 5, probably, yeah, quite a few blueprint books for you guys, because, yeah, my little way of saying thanks for watching, and thanks for following along, and thanks for your comments, and thanks for yelling at me enough to upgrade to Tier 3 Solar, because a couple of you were quite vocal that I should really, really do that. And actually, now come to think about it, these produce 1.5 megawatts, and we have 21,000 of them. Puts us at 31 gigawatts worth of power. So we're set on power now. In fact, I can, and I'm going to completely decommission nuclear to try and scrape back UPS, because I want to run the game at 60-60. I've already said multiple times in the past, I will run it slower. I'll run it down to, at 45 constant, I'm going to start getting worried, and I'm going to have to start optimizing things, and at 30 is where I'm really going to have to draw the line and have to run everything through post-processing and speed it up to double speed and dub over the top. But yeah, they're all problems for later. We haven't got there yet. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been the longest episode ever, but as requested, a base tour, blueprints, plans for what happens next, and I think that's everything. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for helping me hit 100 subs, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.